to interview you today about value and communication style. I am going to use this information for a project that I am doing in my business communication class. In our project, we have to compare the value and communication style of people from another country to Thais, and then examine how this might cause problems in the context of the tourism industry. The interview will take about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, let's begin. Can you please briefly introduce yourself and say where you are from?
Okay, my name is Noriko Eto, and my father is Japanese and my mother is Thai. But I was born in Thailand and grown up here. But I study in Thai Japanese Association School, which all of the students are Japanese and all of the teachers are Japanese, and study from grade 1 to grade 9.
Do you prefer to work in group or individually? Is it similar to most Japanese people? How do you feel to travel alone or go watch movies alone?
For working, I think Japanese people like to work in group more because we believe in like group spirit or something, like we have to associate to achieve a goal. And about going to a movie alone or shopping alone, is it your question?
Yes.
I think for me it's not usual. Usually I go with my friends, but yeah, I saw some of my Japanese friends going to movie alone, but there's very few people doing that.
Okay. In Japan, do people strictly follow the rules, and how do you prefer more rules or fewer rules?
Oh, they definitely follow the rules very strictly. Like being in queue when you're waiting for something, and also in schools, rules are very strict and everyone have to follow it. And I think that is good for society. Like when people are strictly following the rules, the like overview of the Japan looks very nice. But for me personally, I think because I live in Thailand, I like flexible rules more.
Yeah. So what do you think about the gender differentiation?
Gender differentiation in Japan, I think this is still the huge problem of Japan today because I work with Japanese people a lot. I'm doing a freelance as a translator and I work with Japanese company, and the managers and the top director, most of them are still men, and I saw very few female that is a boss, So there's some discrimination in society, including the working place, I think. So that's my opinion.
Do you think your culture have a high hierarchy at work? And do you think your culture has the big gap among people?
Classes? Oh, okay. Yeah, about the hierarchy at work, I think that's very high in Japan because everyone have to respect the boss. If you have manager, you have to respect him, and if your position is low, you cannot speak opinion out that much if compared to the Western country. Like everyone have to respect the boss message or something, opinion or something, so that there's quite high hierarchy at work. And about the gap among people's classes, I think Japanese do quite well for minimizing the gap among classes because government try to provide money for the poor, so that the difference among rich and poor is not very high, like in Thailand. And also the farmer in Japan is not poor too, because government treat them very fairly. So,
what are the cultural values and behavioral characteristics that your society consider important?
Well, I think Japanese consider faithfulness and discipline. I think two of these are very important for Japanese because I saw many companies and I saw many like directors when I worked with them, and they always said that the quality is the best. You know, the Japanese company always make customers to have faith in them. You know, like to be faithful to customers so that customer will trust back. So we produce high quality products for long time use. So I think Japanese think that faithfulness and discipline are the very important factors.
During the conversation, is it okay to interrupt and give the ideas while another person is speaking, or should wait until they're finished?
Oh, it's very rude to interrupt. In Japanese, we have to wait until they finish, or if you really want to say something, because the speech is very long, you have to raise your hand and wait until the speaker allow you to say something.
If you just met someone, can you talk about anything to that person? For example, politics.
Oh, yeah. In Japanese, like, we can say about politics. It's not like in Thailand, you know. It doesn't have like red and yellow things in Japan. So now we can talk politics because I also talk politics with Japanese workers too.
Is it okay to ask about age, weight, height of the people, even if you know each other before? How direct you are when you talk to someone you just met and someone you know well?
It's very rude to ask about weight. And even if you're best friend, you rarely ask about age. But about height, if that person is not too short, you can ask. Like, but you know, it seems to be offensive if the person is very short and you ask like how high you are. And about age, it's not unusual to ask about age also in a workplace, but you have to, you know, say that I'm sorry to be rude, but how old are you? Something like that. And how open Japanese are. I used to have Japanese best friend when I was in, you know, Japanese high school until grade 9, and now I live in Thai society and I have a best friend as Thai people. And I think when compared Japanese and Thai people are more open, even if you are equally close to them. Thai people are generally very open compared to Japanese people.
If you go to your friend's house and his or her parent asks if you want to have anything to drink, what would be your response?
Oh, I would say, oh, it's okay, babe. That's very kind of you. Thank you, or something like that. And okay, usually they will say, oh, it's okay. So yeah, what do you want? But even if I'm thirsty, I say, no, it's okay. Don't bother. And they will serve. Something like that. It's very normal in Japanese. Thank you.
Do you often use sarcasm or teasing, and what are the examples?
I think personally I don't use sarcasm or teasing that much, but yeah, I start to use sarcasm or teasing when I start to have Thai friends. Because in Japan we don't really use sarcasm or teasing because, you know, we we care about the other's feelings, so we're not sure if, you know, we say something they will overthink about what we said or not. But in Thai, like, we are more relaxed and we are like open to each other, so we can say anything. So I think I start to use sarcasm or teasing when I start to have Thai friends more.
So that's all of the questions, and thank you for your time. Arigatou gozaimasu.
どういたしまして。It's okay.